I've always been a big believer in hiring for potential, not experience. I've hired now thousands of people at different companies, if you add it all together. And I've hired a number of people who didn't have the sort of traditional on paper experience that you would expect for the role to which they applied. I've hired many people who never finished college. I've hired several who never finished high school. I've hired people with resume gaps. I've hired people who were switching careers or switching industries, and so they didn't have the typical industry experience, or they didn't have the typical functional experience that you'd expect. What that's done is enable me to find people who what they may have lacked in on paper in some more traditional ways, they've more than made up for in creativity and intellectual curiosity and grit and perseverance and in willingness to work as a team player and in willingness to problem solve when things get tough. I've really enjoyed putting together teams of people who may not have seemed like the obvious choice for any given role, but have ended up wildly exceeding expectations and performance once they arrived because of all these other gifts that they brought to the table that maybe don't shine through in a resume, but really shine through in an interview and absolutely shine through when they're given a chance on the job to deliver value for the organization. So that's what I'm most proud of, are the teams that I've built. One of the benefits of this mindset is that it also leads to teams that are much more diverse. Many women, many underrepresented minorities, people from other countries, they might not have had the same sort of traditional opportunities as someone applying for the role with a more traditional resume. And so I think if you're willing to be open-minded about the skills someone can bring to the role, instead of just the boxes that they check on a piece of paper, you can end up with a team that's much more diverse, not only in terms of race and gender and background, but also more broadly in terms of way of thinking, education, country of origin, and all of those things create teams that think more creatively about how to solve problems for a more diverse set of customers, which is, of course, the ultimate goal for any business, is to put together a team that's going to really creatively solve problems and enable customer delight as a result.